Hello, last few videos for the Champions of Fenris expansion. Come on to the missions now. There are 3 Altar of War missions which you and your opponent have to decide on. It's Deed of Heroes, which is basically the enemies on the perimeter, the Space Wolf player or the Champions of Fenris player is in the centre. That's on a roll, because you have to roll for it, on a 1 or a 2. On a roll of a 3 or 4, it's leading from the front. It's basically like Dawn of War, where one enemy's on one side, you're on the other side. Gives you a few other rules and whatnot. Worthy of a Saga. On a 5 or a 6 is like the other one, so leading from the front, you deploy. I'll just bring up like that. I hope you saw that because I didn't see it from the camera. And Altar of War, Worthy of a Saga, you deploy like that. Grey Space Wolves, red is the enemy. So Echoes of War is more narrative based. It's kind of between 2 different factions. One has to be Champions of Fenris, Space Wolves, and the other one has to be a certain army, but you can work. You and your opponent can work around it somehow. So the first one is Trapped Under Ice, where it's Space Wolves against Chaos Space Marines. The second one is Web of Death, where it's Eldar against Space Wolves. Third one is Avenging Wolves, which is Space Wolves against Eldar. The fourth one is Into the Inferno, which kind of is the first part of a 2-parter. Well, I suppose really Web of Death is for part 1 of the Eldar one, and Avenging Wolves is part 2. And versus Necrons, it's Into the Inferno as part 1, and Storming the Star Crypt as part 2. So a lot of missions in here. A lot of missions. Be nice to play. All act a bit differently, and Space Wolf players will be very happy with them because they give a lot of different things for people to do. So we're coming very close to the end. Goodbye for now, and I'll see you again.